on here, boys?
Well, due to my stupidity, we had the winch wound right back, and I should have wound a bit of winch in before I reversed the car back, and it just made the winch free spool all the way off. And the little locating lug, which basically holds it in place, couldn't handle. So we're
taking the opportunity to wash the winch cable as well.
Yeah.
The boys are under there trying to fix the winch. Lockie from the Navara that we helped pull out, he comes straight over to help out fix it up. The boys will have to return the favour and help him fix his winch. Arch thinks he's caught a marlin or something, I think. Reel her in, Arch! Reel her in!
tension.
We love tension.
It was a little bit tense on top of the hill this afternoon when we were trying to back around. That was tense.
It sure was.
Oh, so Archie, I believe I need to present this to you.
Again?
Kept something quiet all day.
Ah, well.
You can explain what you did.
So this morning when I borrowed Ter's tyre deflator, pulled all the valve caps off, gave Terry his tyre deflator back, but I forgot to put the caps back on the tyres, didn't I? So got back this afternoon and lo and behold, exactly where they were.
Ah, beautiful.
That is us.
After a second stunning night at Eddie's camp, the following morning we head north to check out the colored sands, which were very reminiscent of Double Island Point and Rainbow Beach.
Okay, Friday 16th of July, we're just packed up camp at Eddie's, and we're just going to do the beach run up to Coloured Sands.
And you can only access this at low tide, because if you come at high tide, you end up like that. Bow. There is an 80 series.
Bit of polish, should come up alright.
Nice. Gary.
I think these colored sands are going to be similar to what we see at Rainbow Beach.
I think so too.
Northern on Leo clock serving. Maybe it's unfair to tease a crocodile with an aerial bait.
There's the colored sands in front of us, and you really need sunset for them to go off, because believe it or not, the way that this bay is shaped, the sun does set on those sands, and you need sunshine as well, and we've got neither of them. But it's a lovely run up the beach. You go up the beach about 2, 3, maybe 4 kilometers, and there's some cones across the beach front saying private access only.
Witches' hats.
Witches' hats?
Not cones.
Cones.
Because there's a kite.
That's where we need the bike to.
I was thinking the exact same thing, mate.
Alright, we've just been up to as far as we can go on Elam Beach up Coloured Sands. It's got a beautiful little rock structure here. Kimmy just took some photos of. It's a nice easy run along the beach. It's really hard, no issues at all. So once we leave the beach, we just got to pull up, we've got to air up, and then be straight through to Hopevale. That's not far at all.
We've just pulled over, everyone's airing up after being to the Coloured Sands. Put some air in those tyres. Dalton. Fill her up. G-Man.
Hey man! And we're going to make our way up to Cape Flattery, so really looking forward to Cape Flattery. It's been on my bucket list for quite a while, and we drove past it, or the turn off to it, back in 2015, so today we are going to be heading up there, and that's where we'll camp tonight. We'll do a bush camp somewhere.
As Matt explained, our target was a beach camp at Cape Flattery, around about here. We left Hopevale taking the back roads, heading for a place called Morgan's Landing. No go. The road was completely washed out. That was the first of our CBs. Insert profanity, blocked. So backtrack we did. Driving along on a 2-lane dirt track to a place called Morgan's Landing, which is north of Hopevale. Our track into Morgan's Landing is starting to get pretty grown over. Looks like we might have a showstopper.
Okay. Well, out you go and have a look.
Crossing the McIver River. Not a bad spot for lunch.
It's not enough room for 6 vehicles.
Pretty speaking looking tent.
Just looking at the old bridge.
Yeah, I was just looking at it for a lunch spot, mate,
It's
but
not
it's
big enough.
probably can't get all our cars in here.
It's an old bridge over there.
It's looking gnarly.
Oh, hang on. Are we in 4-wheel drive?
Oh yeah, we have been the whole time.
Okay. So let's put a piece of wood in there. We did it.
Matt and I missed the main turnoff, so we opted for the next track, which went to the same destination. CB number 2, as our track was washed out. So backtrack we did. Well, our track hit a dead end. It hit a big bloody creek area that was a big washout. So now we're backtracking back to the track. The boys have actually found it, which is great. Now we've just got to get back out there. Maddie's up in front of me, and we are dragging the tail at the moment. So we are now back on track after our little diversion. And the boys are in front of us on the beach on the white sand. Or almost heading towards the beach anyway. And Maddie and I are probably about a couple of kilometers behind them.
We're on the track out to Cape Flattery, and we've got an orange sand, which is stunning, and we've got bright orange grevilleas and yellow wattle. It's just picturesque. The video's probably not going to show it, but it is absolutely stunning. The other guys are in front of us because they didn't take that track we did and have to go bush bashing. So I'm assuming they're just waiting out just before they hit the beach for us.
And we've got a couple of little water crossings to negotiate. And Maddie's in the first one now. It's reasonably deep. It's up to his side steps.
Here's all the guys down here on the dune. Might be a good spot to air down and let them know what our thoughts are for accommodation. Look at Bloody G. Can of beer in his hand already. Hey?
Way off in the distance. Cape Bedford, where we were yesterday.
We're down to full beach pressures, sitting at around 16 to 18 psi.
It's absolutely stunning.
Do we have to come back up this track?
Possibility,
Where are we
but there could be one a little bit further north.
Don't know what the tires are all about.
All the girls, most of the girls, already down on the beach. They walked down while the boys were airing down their tyres. Here we are.
Beach at Cape Flattery.
Beautiful.
And if you look straight out there in front of us, that's actually Cape Bedford, where we were yesterday.
There.
That poor coconut palm is hanging on for dear life. Coming up to the McIver River where it joins the ocean. And hopefully we can find a camping spot here. There are fresh wheel tracks, so there might be people here already. We'll see. There were some campers tucked into the only real spot at the mouth of the McIver River. and if it was free, it would have been too small for our 6 cars anyway. After a bit of searching, we made a camp near a stand of coconut palms. We were far enough down the beach that we were not intruding on the other campers.
It's our first night at Cape Flattery. We just camped just over the dunes there. You can probably see some of the rooftop tents there. Got our chairs perched there for our afternoon brew. The boys are just having a bit of a fish. So far just some baby trevally. Just trying to catch the mama and daddy trevally. No bites yet?
No bites yet.
No bites. Keep trying. Hopefully there's no little snappies in there anywhere. Look around there, you can see where we've come from. Obviously we went inland though, not by the beach. So that's the coloured sands at Ellen Beach. Around there, we've got Cape Bedford, where we were yesterday, right up on the top.
Speaking of coconut palms, this little beauty was only about 3 meters tall and the coconuts were well within our reach. So what does one do in a situation like that?
Watch out for...
Come on. The milky meaty bit.
Just don't lose it.
If it's red and milky, you know he's cut his finger off.
Ew.
Yo.
That thing hurts when you cut yourself off.
Yeah, I no doubt, Phil.
It makes you bleed.
Gotta go more.
Go deep, Tear.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Dip the balls, Tear.
Bog the back wheels.
Oh.
That squirted my foot.
I got spotted over here.
You got it too, did
have a
you?
crack.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll open one up for you, Robin. I'll do it in a minute. I don't want one, but I'll do one for you.
Have a crack.
Have a taste, Terry. You can be the guinea pig.
Okay.
Smell good?
He's like, how do I drink this so I don't go all over my face?
I don't think it's very nice.
Oh, yummy.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, coconut milk's good if you like coconut.
Yeah, I love
You want a piece of drinkies?
I don't know if I can drink it without slobbing.
Probably not. You want some coconut meat?
Okay. Thanks. Oh,
It's not ripe.
no, very soft.
Coconut busting.
How do you drink that?
I brought
You, not with a wide brim hat.
Hey, Scott.
That's good, Tear. Fucking neck in front of his elbows. I think you need to stand close to the bill when you do that.
It's very good.
There she is. Woo!
There she blows.
Now go get me a straw.
Oh, yeah.
That's
sweet.
sweet.
Oh.
Scotty, you want a knife just to trim it up?
Yep, I've got nearly a perfect hole there.
Here.
Oh, you got a knife here.
Better pass that over to me. Careful, they're sharp.
Time to do the under bonnet check. This is something I do every morning on a big trip. And it's just a simple looking for leaks, looking for anything loose, looking for anything rubbing. I'll check the oil, check the brake fluid, check the power steer, check the coolant, check if there's any leaks around the diesel lines here, and then check the batteries. I'll climb under the car as well and just make sure that everything looks good under there. But that's the routine every morning on a big trip, especially after a big drive. What are we having for brekkie, Arch?
Bacon and egging this morning.
Oh, nice.
conserving gas, so we're going to cook on wood.
Timber, right?
Smoky meat timber, yeah, so adds the flavour. Sizzle, sizzle.
Very nice.
We need smell of it.
Okay, the pressure's on, Arch.
Egg time. Don't break the egg.
You've done that before, Arch.
A couple of times.
We packed up camp, bit of a lazy start to the morning. As far as 9 o'clock, a few of the guys cooked bacon and eggs on the fire, and we just chilled out. The weather, it started off a bit cloudy, but I think it's going to clear. It's definitely humid. 25 or nearly 26 degrees in the car, so we've got the air conditioning on, and we're heading up the beach, northerly direction towards Cape Flattery. So we've got a nice little 15 to 20k beach run before we get up into the Silica Sands. So yeah, really looking forward to that. So we'll keep you posted.
Saturday, the boys would have left home this morning.
Yeah, the boot scooters, they'd be on the road. They were planning on leaving or meeting at the
Nudgee.
service centre at Nudgee at 2:30 this morning.
Driving down the beach to Cape Flattery. Had a wonderful camp last night. And it's a pretty easy run. We're pretty close to low tide. And the sand is quite firm.
It's a bit of a front view just of all the boys. Dalton and Matty had taken the point this morning, followed by G, then Tare, Phil, us, and Archer's tail end Charlie.
Oh look, there's so much stuff on this beach. I think it's one of those Super Bowls, isn't it?
No, it's hard. No,
No?
it's hard, not bouncy plastic.
Yeah. But look at the stuff.
Crud, junk, and waste.
That looks like a Brute bottle. That looks like a Downy, isn't it? Fabric softener. Far out.
Yeah. Every kind of plastic junk you could think of.
We've just pulled up and we're filling up our water. Maddie's got the sand spear in. Sucking up into the car.
Hog bag's full.
Hog bag full. Awesome. Bucket filling. Beautiful sweet water. Is it? Yeah. That's pretty.
Pretty.
Wow.
And the shell.
Hey!
That just won me some brownie points. In the background there's the Cape, and there's the jetty for the sand mine. So there is a inland track from here, which we'll definitely go and explore. Go and have a look at the famous tunnel, see whether it's open or not, and make a decision what we're going to do.
Just at the headland at Cape Flattery, just showing all the rubbish that gets washed up on the northern eastern coast. This is why plastic needs to be banned worldwide.
But we could not pass up the chance to go and check out the tunnel. Who would imagine that a 2.4 meter square bit of concrete duct could be so infamous in the Australian four-wheel drive scene?
Sign up here says Connie's Beach closed. I think that's where you go underneath the conveyor. Surprising where we are at the moment. We've got 4 bars of 3G reception. They must have a tower here for the mine.
We knew the track was closed, but we wanted to go and see the tunnel anyway, as it's only a short drive to get there. Here we're at the conveyor at Cape Flattery, and that is the closed sign for Connie's Beach. And there's the famous tunnel, 2.4 square. Oh yeah, lots of people have been scraping in this sucker. Awesome. Very cool. And here's where we are, Cape Flattery Silica Mines. And there's the conveyor that pulls all the sand out of these hills, takes it down to the beach, and loads up the ships.
Here come some stray animals that are coming from the other side. Thought it was uninhabited, but no, it's not. Japhosauruses.
After visiting the conveyor, we peeled south to a track on our maps and satellite that looked like it joined up with the Wakuka track that we wanted to take on our way to Cape Melville. Mother Nature had pretty much taken it over, so Kim's CB foreshadow came to fruition. Well, after getting blocked at Connie's Beach, we're now heading back south along the Cape Flattery Beach, and we're going to be taking a northerly turn, or a turn up into the June fields, to try and push northward along the coast. There's a few tracks marked on the map. We'll give them a crack, and if we get blocked there, we'll try alternate routes. There's not much more of a plan than that. Just continue to head north along the coast, hugging the coast as much as we can. Driving along looking for our beach exit, which should be coming up very shortly.
Obviously on the right.
Yes. I guess the left would be a beach exit too.
You know, it just takes a bit of snow blowing over to cover it. Snow. Looks like snow, but it's sand. The other S word.
It mightn't exist anymore.
I couldn't see it.
Like
I
just
do have it on the satellite, and we passed it. It looks like it comes out right where that little river came out. It's right in there. All right, we're searching for the track off of the beach. And we've walked it, and we think we've got it. Arch has got a couple of markers up.
Is that another hard hat?
Yeah, I believe so. They're very helpful. Yeah, I think he's on money. This track was actually on our maps, but without the satellite imagery showing us that 1, it existed, and 2, exactly where it was at, we probably never would have found it.
Make it a bit easier.
Springy. Oh, baby.
It's tricky coming up there, guys. It's quite a steep slope down into the bushes.
So we're just coming through this track from Cape Flattery, which hasn't been used for a while, and we're come into a bush, which if it wasn't there we may have tipped over a little, not sure. Just got Terry going to come back and pull us out of the hole. The boys are just setting up the winch and all the stuff that they need. We can't show it, but if I hold my phone straight, you might see the angle that we're on.
Yeah, what, 100 meters off the beach and winching already.
Yeah. Sucked ya.
Aim for up here, you'll end up about there.
No. Soon as you stop, mate.
Off the gas. And what you need to do, mate, idle back to Scotty, you need to get momentum.
Yeah.
It's just low range. Yeah. Push the throttle down.
Yeah, give it
You won't hurt it. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Spin it that way. Steer that sucker.
Straighten her up.
Whee!
Jeez, when it bites, it bites.
Good drive, Philip.
Nice.
Good drive.
Nice. Beautiful. Not long after the spot where we winched, the track became completely impassable. It was sand blowing and overgrown, and clear that Mother Nature had won this battle, as she ultimately always does. As often happens, however, this led us to another track that we would have otherwise missed, and it happened to have one of the best camps of the trip. All right, back up the beach we go. We're heading in a southerly direction, and we're going to have to get off the beach on the same track that we came in on. We'll pull up for lunch there, and then we'll continue our adventures. Unfortunately, that track we tried to get through was just too overgrown.
Well, it's nice and clean now.
Hadn't been used in years. The sun's come out now, which is beautiful, and the water has got a lovely greeny aura. What do you call that color, Jill?
Turquoise?
Turquoise, that's it. Lovely turquoise color to it.
Here comes Scotty up first. We're just exiting Cape Flattery on the big sand blow. Go, Scott! I hope he stops.
All good, mate. Fair mate.
There's the run. 3 up. 3 to go. There goes Maddie.
Everyone's travelled up really good so far. It's Archie's turn.
There goes Archie.
Alright, sounds like Terry's turn.
And that was Terry.
Doing raping.
Driving off the track up the beach, and look what we encountered. What the heck? Big ass front end loader.
He had multiple buckets on the front, like an end loader and a bucket. I don't know what they're doing. They're going fishing.
We're now heading in a due northerly direction, basically parallel to the beach, the Flattery Beach, on a track that is heading just west of the Cape Flattery silica mines. Nobody's been on this one for a long time. The boys' wheel tracks in front of us are the first wheel tracks on here. So we'll see whether we can get through or not.
Looks more promising than the last track.
That it does, absolutely. Track's really closing in on itself.
A bit of a doorbell there on the right if you don't see it, you should.
Boy, if you ever met oncoming traffic in this, whoo-wee.
Honestly, I said,
No way.
there's no way we're doing that. No.
This is deep, this is long, and as Scott said when he first saw it, this is a crossing of consequence.
It's a solid base.
What do? Hit subscribe and find out in our next episode. Bye now.